Hey guys, I'm on my way home from an errand. I'm actually doing the video I did with Deborah Dickinson, and um, I'm doing a little grocery shopping, and I'm on my way back to Angel Nest or Eagle Nest from Angel Fire. And I don't even know if this is ever going to be a video. I don't know. I felt like talking, and I don't know what the top is going to be. I think it's because this interview with Deborah Dickinson was so emotional for me. And I think it's what gets to me is the emotional and spiritual beauty of the nomad community. The acceptance. Not everyone is easy to get along with. Deborah talked about the tendency of human beings either to be running towards something or running away from something. And either in their extremes can be I hesitated because an alarm came up on my phone saying, "You left your wallet behind." And I reached down and no, I didn't. My wallet is in my pocket. It's there. So, false alarm. I think my little card that transmits the wallet location probably needs a battery charge. We'll see about that when we get home. Um, so, and either of those things are taken to an extreme, there can be emotional disturbances in the person, and it can create interpersonal relationship problems, and that's a pretty common thing in the nomad community. Running away or running towards something, and the tolerance in this community is very high for people that maybe have emotional difficulties or interpersonal difficulties. And there's a lot of compassion. And it falls into line with my via Ted Lasso series, the Walt Whitman quote, "Be curious, not judgmental." If someone is difficult to interact with and difficult to get along with, do we react with curiosity about what circumstances that person may be experiencing that we know nothing about? And might there be things that would be a really good explanation, as opposed to judging the person as inadequate or inappropriate in some way? It's very meaningful to me to be in friends in a community that is often the default is being conditioned to being curious and wondering what's going on, what's happening with this person, and is there anything that I can do to help, to support the person in the community that may be acting like a jackass, but the reason may be they're suffering in some way. And we had a discussion like that before the interview, certainly during dinner, about we have varying tolerances for various kinds of interactions and personality types, where one person may be way more tolerant and another one may be, "I can't handle this." And that's okay, because when you're part of a community, the odds of you finding someone that has the tolerance and patience and potential understanding are great. So I think that's what was behind my desire to, I'm going to drive home here, but I'm going to turn on the camera and talk to it because I feel like talking. And this is what I felt like talking about. Um, and it's rainy, right? You can probably see it's blustery and rainy, and it's like 55 degrees. It's nice and warm and cozy in the car, and Dottie is sleeping on our little bed there. I spent time with friends. I had a good meal. I did my laundry. I did my grocery shopping. I got my videos out today, and I feel pretty good. There was an awkward moment for me. Um, uh, Frugal asked me, so how are you, what do you do? How do you spend, other than doing videos, how are you spending your time? And I had a little bit of difficulty answering that question. Because yeah, I do a little bit of work, but it's maybe one day a week at the most. And I do my videos. What else am I doing? And I was like, I don't really know how to account for my time. All I know is I'm pretty happy. So I guess that's all that counts. But I have had difficulty accounting for my time. But I'm retired. I'm allowed, right? It's funny too, is I'm looking at the road, but I'm also glancing up at the it's my phone doing the recording, and I'm making sure that it's still recording. But messages will pop across, and in particular, YouTube comments will be a pop-up, and someone just popped up and said, "You talk too much." Now, I'll have to look at it in more detail to see if that was a mean comment or someone was being funny. If it was a mean comment, you'll never see it. I'll just delete it and block the person. If it was a funny comment, I'll probably respond to it. And I have no idea what video they were referring to. You talk too much? I guess it could be any video, right? Or all of them. It is a dynamic that and I'm not saying this is what I didn't see the whole video, the whole comment. You just see a snippet of it. So I'm going to be curious and not judgmental about the comment. But I will tell you, I've mentioned this a few times, the internet for some people is a forum that I can anonymously be very mean to people online. And I think it feeds something in people, in certain people, that makes them feel powerful. And it's a pretty sad thing to witness. If you'd like to witness it, start a YouTube channel and be your authentic self and look into the camera and be who you are. And most of the feedback is going to be positive, but you're going to have people that are going to be very, very mean, and you'll be bullied. It's a great mechanism, though, for the creator like me, because it's very easy to silence those voices. And what actually happens is very clever. If you were to say a mean, vindictive comment, I can click an option that says hide this person from the channel. And what that does is I no longer see the comment or any comment that they've made in the past or might make in the future. Yet they can still see their own comments, and they can continue to be mean as much as they want, but their account is the only one on the planet that will be able to see those comments. So they will gleefully be maybe doing mean comment after mean comment, feeling powerful. But what they don't know is they're the only ones that can see it. I don't see them. You don't see them. Hide, hide account from the channel. Brilliant. I don't. I don't really silence them. I guess it is silencing them, but in a way, it's just ignoring. So you could be a very mean, vindictive person saying terrible things on my channel, wondering why I never respond to them. And it's because I hid you from the channel after the first one, and I never saw any subsequent. So there could be a couple people out there going, no wonder. So I'm going to go create a new channel, say what I think. And that'll work once. Then I'll just do it again to the new channel, and they can keep creating channels over and over and over again. And it's tap. That's all I need to do. And how often do I need to do that? These days, once every couple of weeks, maybe. That's not very often. I don't get the kind of hate that the bigger channels get. But it's an interesting dynamic online. Uh, a lot of social media, Facebook, especially political things. People are so mean spirited in their comments. It saddens me to see it. But it has the benefit of making me more vigilant with how I use my words. I have figured out words matter. Words are important. They're very important. We're told as children, sticks and stones may break bones, or games will never hurt. Words will never hurt. Yeah. And that sounds good. And it's true that words will never physically hurt you, but words will, in fact, hurt you emotionally. They often do. Words are powerful. Words can create belief systems. Words can create belief systems that are wonderful and adaptive and uplifting, or they can create belief systems that are maladaptive, mean-spirited, and harmful. Words. Along with words, actions, examples, body language, all these things have influence. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but bones heal often far more completely and more easily than emotional wounds. And as a therapist, I can speak fairly intelligently about that fact. Anyway, I think this probably will be a video. It'll be a kind of an odd one, and I'll be curious to see if many of you like this. But I'm just putting my thoughts out into the world to see how they're received and what you think. And you can always say what you think in the comments. And if it's mean, you may be the only one able to read it. If it's not mean, not only will I read it and acknowledge it, I will likely, on my daily comment video, read it to everyone and maybe have something to say about it. So, as always, I appreciate you coming into my world, riding with me in my car, taking trips with me, and listening to me talk about what's on my mind. And I like the comments and the comment videos because it's a way for this to become a dialogue rather than a one-way stream. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.